Welcome to Bharat One YouTube channel. Please like, comment, share and subscribe. Don't forget to press the bell icon.
Maurya Dynasty Series Part 3 Ashoka. Ashoka 272 BC to 232 BC. He was son and successor of Emperor Bindusara and his wife Devi Dharma. He was born in 304 BC. He was the third Mauryan emperor who ruled Indian subcontinent nearly 40 years. Ashoka means without sorrow, and he had the title Devanampriya, which means beloved of gods. And people loved and called him Priyadarshini, meaning he who regards kindly. Ashoka was initially called Kamashoka because he spent many years in pleasurable pursuits. He was then called Chandashoka because he spent some years performing extremely wicked deeds. And finally, he came to be known as Dhammashoka after his conversion to Buddhism. The sources of Ashoka's history are Buddhist books Deepavansha and Mahavansha, Sanskrit books Divyavadana and Ashokavadana. Inscriptions at stupas, edicts and pillars constructed by Ashoka and his successors gave more details about life and glory of Samrat Ashoka. Subhadrangi was the daughter of a Brahmin in Champa village in present-day Bihar. An astrologer once forecasted that her son will become a great king. So she forced her father move to Pataliputra. Somehow, her father managed to get her into the palace and she was appointed as a hairdresser in Queen's quarters. Emperor Bindusara liked her work and one day he saw her beauty and married her. He called her Devi Dharma. She practiced Ajivika tradition although she was born as a Brahmin. The ruler also liked the tradition and started practicing the same in his later years. Ashoka and Vitashoka were born to the couples. They were never pampered by their father. On the contrast, Sushim, their stepbrother, was the favorite son. According to book Ashokavadana, Ashoka was disliked by his father because of his rough skin. Rani Dharma was never given proper royal treatment in the palace. The chief queen Charumati and other senior queens never wanted Subhadrangi's sons to dominate their children, so they kept her at a distance from the king. Ashoka was trained in military hardware and war science in his childhood. He was a strong and adamant boy. He had fights with his stepbrothers always and was forced to compromise with them by his mother. Prince Ashoka was a teen when he was sent to suppress the rebellion at Takshila. Ashoka reached to the subjects and found the actual reason for the rebellion. People disliked the administration of Viceroy and his officers, but had respect for the emperor and his rule. Ashoka promised the subjects of Takshila that they would have a better governance henceforth, and he suppressed the rebellion. On the successful Takshila campaign, Bindusara appointed him as Viceroy of Avanti region. The appointment was instigated by the prime queen Charumati, mother of Sushim. She wanted Ashoka to be kept far from the capital. Ashoka governed Avanti region very well and his subjects were very happy below his responsibility. The state was happy and rich during his reign as governor. Ashoka married Devi, also called as Vidisha Mahadevi, daughter of a merchant. She belonged to Shakya clan of Buddha's origin, who settled in Vidisha. Subhadrangi settled in Ujjain, the capital of Avanti, permanently, and she was called as Janapada Kalyani. During the last days of Emperor Bindusara, Ashoka was called to Pataliputra by Prime Minister Radhagupta as the emperor was very ill and was on his deathbed. Ashoka rushed to Pataliputra hearing his father's illness, but before reaching the capital heard the death news of Bindusara. Immediately he captured the throne with the help of Prime Minister Kallatak and Radhagupta. The ministers convinced the 500 officials of Bindusara's court and helped Ashoka to kill and close the chapters of his stepbrothers. When Sushim heard the death of father and brothers, returned to the capital. On the way, he reached Ujjain to take revenge on Ashoka by killing his family. Queen Devi Dharma, widow of Bindusara, died saving her daughter-in-law Devi and her children Mahindra and Sanghamitra. Sushim rushed to Pataliputra but was tricked into a pit of charcoal by Minister Radhagupta. Sushim died a painful death. Ashoka ascended the Magadha throne at the age of 34 years after killing his 99 stepbrothers. Devi, his wife, wanted to stay away from horrific politics in Pataliputra and stayed back in Vidisha with her children. Ashoka was called as Chandashoka because of his cruelty. After becoming the emperor, there was a change in his behavior because of his mother's death and separation from his family. There are 3 incidents which record his cruelty. Ashoka wanted to test the loyalty of 500 officials at the court and gave them an illogical order to cut down every fruit and flower bearing trees in the capital. When they failed, he personally cut off their heads. He was in the palace garden with many concubines and slept below an Ashoka tree. The concubines joked, comparing tree's roughness with Ashoka's skin, and chopped off the leaves from the tree. After Ashoka woke up, he burned all concubines because of their deed. Ashoka ordered Radhagupta to punish and massacre people who were against his rule. Chandagirika, a village boy from Magadha, was called to the capital, and upon his request, Ashoka built a jail in Pataliputra, which was known as Ashoka's Hell. The prison building looked lovely from outside, but inside it, Girika brutally tortured the prisoners. According to Divyavadana, someone in Pundravardhana drew an image of Buddha bowing before Nirgrantha, a Digambar Jain monk. The Buddhist followers complained to the king. Ashoka ordered the Ajivikas to be put on death and announced a reward for killing Nirgrantha. Nearly 18,000 Ajivika sect of followers were executed as a result. Someone killed Vitashoka taking to be Nirgrantha. His cut off head was presented to Ashoka. After identifying that he was his brother, Ashoka stopped the order of executions. Kalinga War, 261 BC. Ashoka had ruled a vast empire which comprised of the Indian subcontinent with Afghanistan and Baluchistan. The 3 southern kingdoms of Chola, Chera and Satyaputras were friendly with the Mauryans and never attacked by the empire. The small part of Indian subcontinent, Kalinga, was not under the control of Mauryan Empire. Ashoka wanted to occupy the region and invaded the small kingdom. According to his records in Edict 13, during his conquest of Kalinga, around 1 lakh people of Kalinga were killed, which included women and children. Around 1.5 lakh people were carried away as captives. The whole area of Kalinga was plundered and destroyed. According to legends, River Daya looked red for nearly 3 months because of blood. Ashoka conquered Kalinga in the 8th year of his accession to the throne. After the war, when he visited the site, Ashoka saw the bloodshed and felt that he was the cause of the destruction. The Kalinga War prompted Ashoka, already a non-engaged Buddhist, to devote the rest of his life to ahimsa and to promote dharma. Following the conquest of Kalinga, Ashoka ended the military expansion of the empire and began an era of more than 30 years of relative peace, harmony and prosperity. Ashoka transformed from Chanda to Dharmashoka. This concludes the story of Ashoka during his life as Kamashoka and Chandashoka. In the next video, Dharmashoka, the later half of Ashoka's life will be explained. Hope you like this video. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to press the bell icon for the further updates. Thank you. Subscribe to the Bharatvansh channel and watch videos on history and genealogy of Indian dynasties. Thank you.